Gentleman yields back, and I believe our last questioner is our last wave on from Minnesota, Representative Stauber.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. And after all the conversations today, you wonder why the Department of Justice can't get the voter rolls out of Minnesota, and the Secretary of Ag can't get the SNAP benefits from Minnesota to make sure there's no fraud. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for holding this hearing, and I also want to thank our witnesses whose years of hard work in Minnesota are exposing these revelations, are finally garnering the national attention that they deserve. And finally, I want to thank the numerous whistleblowers who are exposing Tim Walz's failures as governor. As we have heard today, these brave men and women are risking their careers to reveal the truth, while Tim Walz is actively attempting to threaten and suppress them. I am here to say it won't work, and we stand with the whistleblowers. I want to shift gears and ask you about Minnesota's new paid family leave program that the governor has been touting during this fraud scandal. Representative Rarick, under the paid family leave program in Minnesota, who can I take leave or care for? And is it limited to family or dependents?
Thank you, Congressman Stauber. No, it is not limited to just family. One would think that it was, but there is something that the Democrats built into the law that said if I set up an expectation of care with no documentation, by the way, no attestation, absolutely no documentation, then that is good enough in Minnesota.
So I could take care of somebody that's just a friend of mine?
Congressman, absolutely.
So it doesn't matter if they're related, if I've had a past relationship or closer, I can just go and ask or tell my employer I'm leaving for 12 weeks or 8 weeks and get 90% of my pay and take care of that person, right?
You could do that, yes. And so it's a sliding scale. It's not all of the people will get 90%, but the vast majority, I believe, depending on your salary, would get 90%. And yes, you could go take care of anybody because there is no documentation.
Well, what kind of proof of care would I have to provide to the state to demonstrate that I am actually taking care of you during my paid family leave?
Yeah, there's absolutely no documentation. So you have to provide and prove absolutely nothing.
So if I don't show up and take care of who I say I'm taking care of, nothing's going to happen to me?
That's correct. You could go to Puerto Rico, you could go to Istanbul. It doesn't matter where you go or what you do. There's no requirement to document.
So I can say that I'm just caring for anyone, and the state of Minnesota would require my boss to give me a 12-week vacation without any proof?
That is exactly how the Democrats wrote that law. That's correct.
Is a licensed American doctor required to certify that this person needs my immediate and uninterrupted care?
So the medical professionals is a very, very broad category, and no, they do not have to be an American midwife, doctor, chiropractor, orthopedic surgeon, none of those things. It can be in any country.
Does the state require the person I'm claiming to care for to be present in Minnesota or even in the United States of America?
No, Congressman, that person could be anywhere.
Somalia?
Absolutely.
So you're telling me I can get a foreign doctor without an American license to just check a box and I get a state-mandated paid vacation to Somalia or any other country. Is that correct?
That is how the law was written by Democrats in Minnesota, yes.
This is incredibly concerning. With what little time I have left, I want to open this up to the entire panel. Is there anything else you would like to address regarding the paid family leave program? And I'll start with Representative Robbins.
Thank you. We always talk about how important it is to stop fraud on the front end. So our committee held a hearing on this paid family leave law that took effect January 1st back in November. And we grilled the Department of Employment and Economic Development, trying to get them to shore up some of these definitions, trying to put some guardrails on this program. And they just assured us over and over, they've got it covered. There won't be any fraud. Don't worry about it. But I've already had whistleblower reports since the program started, January 1st, of fraud. So we're going to have to get a handle on this, and I think it's the next fraud frontier in Minnesota.
Representative Hudson, anything you'd like to add on the paid family leave program in Minnesota?
Just to put the points that Representative Rarick put as concisely as possible, it is humorous but true that you could quite literally have a witch doctor approve your vacation to Somalia. That's how loose the rules are written.
Listen, I'm proud to be from Minnesota. I was born, raised, I'm living in Minnesota, raising my family there. This is going to stop, and you folks are at the front of it. Minnesotans have had enough. We're hardworking people. We will not allow our tax dollars to go to fraud, and I commend the three of you and other folks back in Minnesota that want to stop this. And Mr. Chair, I yield back.
Gentleman yields
Mr. Chair, I
back.
seek recognition to make a motion for a subpoena.